In 1965, Bob Dylan famously went electric. The Beatles performed at Shea Stadium, and Subway made its first submarine sandwich sale in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Families across America switched on their television sets to watch their favorite programs. But what were they watching? Let's stroll down memory lane and revisit some of the most watched television shows of 1965. Bonanza. The classic Western series was a staple of American television. Set on the sprawling Ponderosa Ranch, the show followed the Cartwright family as they navigated adventures and moral dilemmas in the Wild West. With its incredible casting and captivating storylines, Bonanza drew millions of viewers each week. The show's unique blend of action, drama, and family values made it a timeless favorite.
Horse. Horse.
Oh, hi, Paul. What's the matter?
You know what time of year it is?
Hi?
You know what time of year it is?
Yeah, it must be at least 7 or 8 o'clock.
The Andy Griffith Show. Now, who could forget the charming town of Mayberry and its endearing residents? The Andy Griffith Show, with its wholesome humor and heartwarming tales, was a beacon of comfort and familiarity. Sheriff Andy Taylor, played by the always likable Andy Griffith, and his quirky deputy Barney Fife, played by Don Knotts, brought joy to countless households. It has gone down in history books as one of the most beloved sitcoms ever made, and definitely one of my favorite television shows ever.
You're the sheriff. You're the justice of the peace. You're just about the most important man in Mayberry, in the state. Why, but you're the most important man in the whole world.
Oh, well, now, it could be a few folks you might have to put on the list ahead of me.
Spinning off from the Andy Griffith Show, Gomer, Pyle, USMC starred Jim Nabors as a lovable and naive Gomer Pyle. This fish out of water comedy followed Gomer's misadventures in the Marine Corps under the stern yet caring eye of Sergeant Carter, played by Frank Sutton. The show's blend of military life and lighthearted comedy struck a chord with viewers, securing its place among the year's most watched shows.
I'm positive, and I'm going to see that you get it immediately. A 2-week furlough.
2 weeks? Shazam! Well, I can't thank you enough, Sergeant.
Oh, well, you don't have to thank me, Pyle. You have it coming.
Well, thank you anyhow. Thanks a million.
Stepping out of the world of Mayberry and into the thrilling world of The Man from U.N.C.L.E., this series follows the daring exploits of suave American agent Napoleon Solo, played by Robert Vaughn, and his equally suave Soviet counterpart, Ilya Kuryakin, played by David McCallum. Set against the backdrop of the Cold War, they work for a secret international counter-espionage and law enforcement agency called UNCLE, UNCLE, where together they tackle global threats, outwit villains, and navigate a world where danger lurks around every corner.
My name is Napoleon Solo. I'm an enforcement agent in Section 2 here. That's operations and enforcement.
I am Ilya Kuryakin. I am also an enforcement agent. Like my friend Napoleon, I go and I do whatever I am told to.
The Beverly Hillbillies. This show follows the adventures of the Clampett family after they strike it rich and move from their small mountain home to posh and sophisticated Beverly Hills. Led by the kind-hearted character Jed Clampett, who is played by Buddy Ebsen, the Clampett family navigates their newfound wealth with good-natured humor and Southern charm. Granny, the feisty matriarch, adds spice to every episode with her no-nonsense attitude and knack for old-fashioned remedies. Jed's naive but well-meaning nephew, Jethro, constantly dreams up these schemes to break into show business. And the sweet and beautiful Ellie Mae captures hearts with her innocence and love for animals. Their simple ways, clashing with the uppity Beverly Hills lifestyle, made for some great entertainment.
Come along and visit with the Clampett family as they Learn the simple pleasures of the hills of Beverly. That includes the products of your sponsor of the week, the cereals of Kellogg's, Kellogg's of Battle Creek. K-E-double-L-O double good Kellogg's, best to you.
Up next on the list, I Dream of Genie. I Dream of Genie starred Barbara Eden as a lovely 2,000-year-old genie, and Larry Hagman as Tony Nelson, the astronaut who becomes her master after finding her bottle on a deserted island. The show takes viewers on a delightful journey as Genie tries to use her powers to help Tony, often leading to misunderstandings and magical mishaps. The dynamic between Genie's mischievous, bubbly personality and Tony's straight-laced demeanor creates an endearing contrast that keeps audience returning episode after episode, even to this day.
You're just not Air Force, Jeannie. I have a career. I have a fiancé.
That one. She's made of ice. She could never make thee happy.
And we can't talk about magical without talking about Bewitched. Bewitched captivated audiences with its enchanting story about a witch, Samantha Stevens, trying to live as a suburban housewife. Elizabeth Montgomery's portrayal of Samantha, with her cute little wiggly nose twitch, brought a delightful mix of comedy and fantasy to the small screen. The show combined supernatural antics, domestic comedy, and funny family moments to create an engaging narrative. Viewers of all ages resonated with Samantha's determination to balance her supernatural heritage with a love for her husband, Darren, and Darren's constant attempts to adapt to his magical in-laws.
Samantha, I thought I told you no witchcraft.
I didn't.
Don't cover up. It takes time to make oatmeal. There's not even a pot around.
There's no trick to it. Really. I used instant Quaker oatmeal.
And who doesn't love a wacky island adventure? Gilligan's Island documented the escapades of 7 castaways stranded on an uncharted island. With its colorful characters such as the bumbling Gilligan and the stern skipper, the glamorous Ginger, and the girl next door, Mary Ann, the show offered a perfect combination of slapstick humor and offbeat adventure. The series' memorable theme song and humorous episodes made it a vital part of the TV lineup in 1965.
It's the rescue plane! Set up the mirror! Set up the mirror!
Set up the mirror! That's it! Oh boy, this is what we've been waiting for!
Start flashing the signal! Start flashing the signal!
The Dick Van Dyke Show. The Dick Van Dyke Show effectively captured the humor and challenges of family and work life. Created by Carl Reiner, this sitcom starred Dick Van Dyke as comedy writer Rob Petrie and Mary Tyler Moore as his wife Laura. The show featured a brilliant mix of physical comedy, witty dialogue, and heartfelt moments, as it skillfully navigated the everyday antics of suburban family life and the behind-the-scenes chaos of the television industry. It has definitely left a lasting legacy as one of TV's most influential and cherished sitcoms. Set in the 19th century, the Wild Wild West follows the adventures of 2 Secret Service agents, James West and Artemis Gordon, as they navigate a world of danger, espionage, and high-stakes missions. The show's unique blend of Western action and futuristic gadgets captivated audiences with its innovative storytelling and charismatic characters. James West, played by Robert Conrad, brings a rugged charm to his role, while Artemis Gordon, portrayed by Ross Martin, adds a dash of intellectual wit and ingenuity. Together, they tackle challenges ranging from train robberies to thwarting plots hatched by cunning criminals.
New this fall on your favorite channel, Western Adventure with the excitement of espionage, The Wild Wild West, starring Robert Conrad as undercover man James West. His assignments, top secret, dangerous.
Next on the list, Green Acres. Now, this delightful show follows the adventures of high-powered New York City attorney Oliver Wendell Douglas, played by Eddie Albert, and his glamorous socialite wife, Lisa, played by Eva Gabor, as they trade their luxurious urban lifestyle for the simplicity of small-town living. Leaving the big city behind and moving to the fictional town of Hooterville, the couple encounters a series of comical mishaps and eccentric townfolk who make their farm life adjustment anything but smooth.
Oliver, is it true?
Is what true?
What Lisa told me on the telephone, that you've bought a farm.
Yes.
Oh, go pack your things, you're moving in with me. I told you not to marry him. I warned you.
Look, whose side are you on anyway?
Hers.
But you're my mother!
In 1965, sci-fi comedy found its stride with My Favorite Martian. The show featured Ray Walston as Uncle Martin, the Martian, who crash-landed on Earth and is taken in by reporter Tim O'Hara, played by Bill Bixby. Tim and Uncle Martin live in a garage apartment owned by a pleasant but scatterbrained landlady named Mrs. Brown, played by Pamela Britton, who often shows up at the most inopportune time. The series' playful exploration of extraterrestrial life and its humorous take on cultural differences delighted audiences, making it a beloved part of the television landscape.
Sending and receiving set.
You are going to be a two-way radio? That's impossible.
Why is it that you Earth people greet every daring idea with the word impossible?
The Lucy Show. The Lucy Show maintained the slapstick humor and physical comedy that Lucille Ball was known for. Episodes often featured Lucy getting into outrageous situations, from tangling with gadgets to elaborate disguises, always with amusing results. Beyond its comedic brilliance, The Lucy Show tackled social issues of the time with humor and sensitivity, reflecting Lucille Ball's commitment to pushing boundaries and addressing relevant topics in a lighthearted manner. The Red Skelton Show. The Red Skelton Show premiered in 1951. This long-running variety show was still a fan favorite in 1965. Red Skelton was a comedic genius known for his extraordinary talent and boundless energy. He created a colorful array of characters that resonated with his audience. Each episode was a delightful mix of skits and pantomimes and guest performances by the day's most prominent stars. Skelton's genuine warmth and infectious spirit made every episode feel like a visit from an old friend. He would end the show by looking into the camera and saying, "Good night and may God bless," leaving the fans of his show with a smile long after the curtain fell.
The washed-in miracle that gives you the cleanest clothes in town brings you in person, direct from Hollywood, that zany, lovable clown of clowns, Red Skelton. P-I-D-E, Dyke presents Red Skelton.
A show that made its premiere in 1965 was Hogans Heroes. This series centered around Colonel Robert Hogan, played by Bob Crane, who leads a group of Allied prisoners in their covert operations against their German captors from within the confines of the POW camp Stalag 13. And despite being prisoners, Hogan and his men, each with their own set of skills, use their wits and resourcefulness to sabotage German plans and assist the Allied war effort, all under the nose of the camp's bumbling commander, Colonel Klink. The show managed to find humor in a setting that might seem unlikely for comedy. The show's ability to balance slapstick and satire with the seriousness of war was a testament to its clever writing and talented cast.
Gentlemen, Miss Carol Channing.
My, how the General Foods kitchens have changed.
Welcome to Hogans Heroes dining room. Kent's the door.
Oh, I love the decor. Did I interrupt dinner?
No, just finished. Another memorable meal from our talented chef, Corporal LeBeau.
Merci. And now, Colonel Hogan, for the dessert.
Oh, I pass. I'm too full.
But, Colonel, Jello gelatin.
Hey! If you say so, there's always room for Jello.
The light dessert with fresh fruit taste.
Those were some of the shows we were watching in 1965. So what are your fondest memories of these classic shows? Feel free to share in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you so much for watching.
CBS presents this program in color.